Hello friends, welcome to my channel Viti Shastram. Today we are going to discuss recent landmark judgment of 2023. The first case is Union of India versus Deloitte Haskins and Cells LLP. The issue in this case is validity of Section 140, subsection 5 of Companies Act 2013. And the ruling is the Supreme Court upheld the provision stating it is not discriminatory, arbitrary, or violative of Article 14 and 19 Clause 1G of Constitution of India. The second case is Government of NCT of Delhi versus Union of India. The issue in this case is legislative and executive power of the NCT of Delhi. The ruling is the court held that the NCT of Delhi has authority over administrative service, excluding public order, police, and land, and the lieutenant governor must follow the decision of the Delhi government in these matters. The next case is Aureliano Fernandez versus State of Goa and others. And the issue is implementation of Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013. And the ruling is the court issued direction for the effective implementation of the POSH, which is Prevention of Sexual Harassment Act across the country. The next case is the Animal Welfare Board of India and others versus Union of India and another. Issue is validity of a state amendment allowing animal sport. And the ruling is the Constitution bench upheld the amendments of the Prevention of Cruelty to Animal Act by Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Maharashtra, permitting animal sports like Jallikattu, Kambala, and bull cart racing. The next case is Vivek Narayan Sharma versus Union of India. And the issue is validity of demonetization decision of rupees 500 and rupees 1000 currency note. And the ruling is the court upheld the demonetization decision by a 4:1 majority, stating it was valid and met the test of proportionality. But Justice B.V. Nagaratna dissented on legal grounds. The next case is Kaushal Kishore versus State of UP. The issue in this case is restriction on free speech of ministers, MPs, and MLAs. And the ruling is the court held that additional restriction not listed in Article 19 Clause 2 cannot be imposed. Statement by the minister cannot be attributed to the government applying collective responsibility. Justice B.V. Nagaratna partially dissented. The next case is Rohan Dhungat versus State of Goa and others. The issue is parole period exclusion in sentence calculation under Goa prison rule. And the ruling is the court ruled that the parole period must be excluded from the sentence period. The next case is Association of Old Settler of Sikkim versus Union of India. And the issue is discriminatory tax exemption under Section 10, subsection 26AAA of Income Tax Act. And the ruling is the court declared the exclusion of Sikkimese women married to non-Sikkimese and all Indian settlers from tax exemption as unconstitutional. The next case is Saurav Das versus Union of India. The issue is public access to police and investigative agency charge sheet. And the ruling is the court held that charge sheet cannot be made available on public platforms. The next case is Manu Bhai Sedha Bhai Bharwad versus and another versus Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited. And the issue is long-term temporary acquisition of property. And the ruling is continuing temporary acquisition for long period is arbitrary and violates property right under Article 300A of the Constitution. The next case is Common Cause versus Union of India. And the issue is Advanced Medical Directive and passive euthanasia. The ruling is the court modified previous directives on leaving wills emphasizing the right to die with dignity. The next case is Bar Council of India versus Bonifoy Law College and others. And the issue is the requirement for law graduates to qualify for the All India Bar examination to practice law in India. The ruling is the Constitution Bench of Supreme Court upheld the power of the Bar Council of India to mandate that law graduate pass the AIB as an eligibility criteria for practicing law. And this decision reinforces the regulatory authority of the Bar Council of India to ensure a standardized level to competence among practicing lawyers. The next case is Aparna Ajinkya Firodia versus Ajinkya Arun Firodia. And the issue is the permissibility of ordering DNA test for children born during a valid marriage. And the ruling is the Supreme Court observed that DNA test of children born during the subsistence of a valid marriage may be ordered only when there is a sufficient prima facie material to challenge the presumption under section 112 of the Evidence Act. This presumption establishes the legitimacy of a child born within a valid marriage, which can be dislodged only with strong prima facie evidence to the contrary. The next case is Union of India and others versus Union Carbide Corporation and others. And the issue is reopening the settlement for additional compensation for Bhopal gas tragedy victims. The ruling is a constitution bench of Supreme Court dismissed the curative petition filed by the central government seeking to reopen the settlement with Union Carbide Corporation, Naudo Chemicals, to claim additional compensation for the victims of the 1984 Bhopal gas tragedy, and the court found no merit in revisiting the settlement, thus upholding the finality of the previous agreement. The next case is Orissa Administrative Tribunal Bar Association versus Union of India and others. And the issue is validity of central government's notification abolishing the Odisha Administrative Tribunal. And the ruling is the Supreme Court upheld the notification issued by the central government in 2019 to abolish the Odisha Administrative Tribunal. This decision validates the government's move to streamline the tribunal system, asserting the legality of its action under administrative law. Thank you.